Hi guys, let's have tea with me. So in this video, I want to share something really personal, but also very kind of triggering some sensitive things about women, pregnancy, depression, suicidal. So if you feel this not right for you, please feel free to exit the videos, because I think it is very important for the woman to be understand and also be able to express yourself, because this is a mental illness that underlooked for so long. So in this video, I only share my experience and what I'm thinking. It is really important to get it out there. The story I haven't been told to anyone for over 12 years. So this is 12 years is the age of my first child. But it's been buried for so long, but only recently when I started to do art therapy and be able to open up to myself and understand myself more, then I started to recognize that this is a bigger problem than it was. And even after 12 years, I still have the feelings and I still have the trauma, like hidden trauma, that even I don't know about. So starting to seal myself at home and saying, and I cannot control what kind of reaction that I should have. For me, I feel a lot lonely and I don't know who to reach out. As Asian, we tend not to someday I don't want to wake up. I just lie down and I intentionally feeling isolated. I don't feel that I want to get up and change at all. But my child at that time is really struggling to sleep, and I don't know what to do with my child. Literally, I don't know, because I have no experience and I have no help or support. Emotional roller coaster. Right? Sometimes you feel high, sometimes you feel lows, sometimes you cry, fatigue, you feel guilt, you feel anxiety, and you also have a trouble caring for your baby. So that did happen to me the first time that I realized that I got depression, but I didn't know that I got depression not until now, when I understand about it more and feel that I can share my story. It was the time is I got unexpected pregnancy. So it is like back in 2012, 2011. So after graduation, I was looking for a job and do everything as normal 25 years old. 24, 25 years old do. At the uni, looking for job, working, and exploring the world. I was very, very active. It was we did actually planning our wedding in 6 months time. Then one day I feel a little bit like kind of sick, and I feel really unsettled in my tummy, and it was uncalled for. So the nurse, she put the camera, like upward, and as she's being quiet, I turn around her and I say, "Do you see anything? Is there any problem?" So she turned around and tell me, "Congratulations, you are pregnant." I was turned around. No, you don't get to tell me I'm pregnant. I am not pregnant. She say, "With twin." I couldn't believe my ears. She turned the screen around and I see two dots there. I actually asked her, do you think that I'm pregnant or kind of tumor or anything? I was shocked to my core because I didn't plan to have this pregnancy this early because, well, I have wedding in 6 months. I need to look fabulous. It's like I'm still young to have children, and especially in my culture, Asian culture, if you have children outside of wedlock, not really a good thing. Of course, this day and age, my parents and my in-laws are really open up with it, but it's still kind of a taboo that okay, you haven't wed and you already pregnant, and it is not really. There's a million thoughts inside my head, and it was overwhelmed. So forward to the end of pregnancy, certainly I feel really, really low because I was alone. And my kid wasn't easy, as I might say. He got colic. But I didn't know that was colic. He cried constantly, day and night. I have no time for myself. I have no time to wash my hair. I have no time to eat. And I got paranoid of every single thing. I get shouted at sometimes. I'm not even, because that was in the summer 2020 and 2012 when I gave birth. So it's so hot. It was, and I did try breastfeed, but then I got thrust, and my kids got thrust, and literally everything goes wrong. And at that point, I feel that I am not deserved to be a mother. I did everything wrong, whereas other babies look like in a very, very angel way. They can still manage to go for a gym. You can still manage, but look at the state of me. I am a mess, and I wasn't prepared or ready to be a mom. So I starting to blame myself for literally everything. My kids got thrust because of my breast. My kids didn't eat well because of what I fed him not correctly. And my kid wasn't sleep well because I didn't know how to put him to sleep. All that thought, and then on top of the baby things is no more family things when. But since I having my kid, that's come to attention to me, actually us as a family, that it is really hard for me to get back to work full time because of the childcare. When you struggle between whether I should work full time or whether I should stay at home with my kids, let my husband go to work and earn money for the family. So it came very natural to me that I decided, okay, I can stay home, look after my kid, and I will get back to work when my kid's in nursery. So everybody in my family live back in Vietnam, whereas I don't have anyone. I'm talking about literally no one. To me, as a big change, because I want to get into professional careers, and so it is come to me as a change in environment as well, because we cannot afford to live in a big city. So and also the company that my husband worked for is in kind of the suburban outside city center. It's not too far, but it's about 20 minutes drive. But that time I didn't drive, so I haven't learned to have a driving license in the UK yet. So I feel really, really isolated. So where we live at that time, we kind of have to compensate whether I let my husband, we move closer to the company, so at least my husband can get home earlier or not. Or we live in the cities where I can have kind of like outside life, so like I can get easy access to maybe city centers, maybe shopping centers, maybe friends and groups and things like that. So we decided that we move closer to the company, which is near the industrial estate that we got a village. Literally, it's a village. I'm not saying any kind of extravaganza, no house taller than 3 stories. So it was of local area, whereas all people there is quite, I guess it's like old generation. So I starting to seal myself at home, but my child at that time is really struggling to sleep, and I don't know what to do with my child. Literally, I don't know, because I have no experience and I have no help or support. Or any time that I go, if you are mom in the UK, you might hurt or you might obsess with mom's net. So I came there, I enter my problems, such as my son's got colic, how much is enough for milk, how much nappies need to be changed in a day is normal. So as a normal questions for the first time mom, it's come up loads, but there's no answers. They are all questions and express the same thing that going through. Sometimes they give solution, but confuse you more, because if people are gonna say something against it, so somebody might say, don't worry about it. It's normal to have like 5 bottles a day, but like my kid is not really wake up overnight. And another one coming say, oh, 5 is not enough, and things like that. So making my head was to explode. That sometimes I spend hours and hours to search for the right answer, whereas I can lie down and sleep. What I should do. And because of that, I lost my breast milk, because I literally not sleeping, not eat enough, and I feel so ill, and I starting to get very depressed. So every time my husband get back from work, he did say to me that he has to stand about a few seconds behind the door, the front door, and take a long inhale and a big exhale before he go open the door, because he didn't know what I'm feeling behind that door. I can be happy. Most of the time, I be very, very angry. Oh my God, I can't have it. Why you are home so late? Let me is talk. Talk to anyone that you feel trust. For example, your partner, your parents, your close friends, your auntie, uncles, anyone that you feel that you can share your emotion, even something that you feel is pointless, but it needs to get out of your chest. Otherwise, I will leave below in the description the link for summary. It's important to feel understood and supported. So do speak out. So second is talking to others, mums, dads, can be super reassuring that you feel a lot less alone and isolated. So it is good if you go out in the baby groups, reach out to others, parents with young babies, and you can express yourself and you share experience. I am sure that 100% of other parents, they have this and that problem, but they have problems. So by sharing this, you feel less lonely and less criticize yourself, like I'm not doing this right, I actually do all wrong. So the third thing is get help with childcare and grab a bit of your me time. So even if every 1 hour here and there, do reach out. And if you feel overwhelmed, sometimes you just need a nap. Do reach out. Sleep when your kids sleep. Try to eat simple but nutritious meals. So food rich in omega-3 oils like olive oil, seeds and nuts does help for depression. Though it depends on your allergy as well. But do eat very, very, very careful if you even don't have time to eat. For me, yoga is a really, really good exercise for your mental health.